Rise of the Unconquerable Snowblack. Seems like cooking.
Oh, here.
Yeah, because I don't want to keep this thing up now that I know I can take it down.
Yuki-chan, are you okay? Do you need any help?
Yeah, because she had people watching her.
No, it's okay. I want to do this by myself.
Are you sure? If you need a hand, don't hesitate to ask.
I think everyone's just scared of leaving her to cook. Smile back at her waitress, Kasei-san, and concentrate once again on slicing the carrot on the cutting board in front of me. It's pretty tough to cut. I am Yukiko Amagi. I am the only daughter of the Amagi Inn. Some people here call the inn a famous local landmark, but to be honest, that description doesn't really register with me. I think people only see it that way because there's nothing else that stands out in this countryside town. I'm getting training from Amagi Inn staff, but the food I'm cooking right now isn't for the customers. Actually, my cooking is, well, not so great. Mystery Food X. There's no way anything I made would be served here.
Good evening. This is the Evening Journal with news for May 2nd.
The TV's on
Our
again.
top story is on the domestic airline that was hijacked yesterday.
Momentarily turning her attention away from the TV in one of the guest rooms, Kasei-san speaks to me.
Oh my, look at the time. Yuki-chan, don't push yourself too hard, okay?
Thank you.
The latter half of Golden Week starts tomorrow. I usually have to work through it since the inn is so busy during the holidays, but I've been given permission to take tomorrow off. And that's because Yukon is coming back to spend time here in Inaba. Yu Narukami. He's a precious friend who transferred to Yasogami High here in Inaba last spring. He had to move back to the city after his parents returned from their job overseas, but now I finally get to see him again after 2 whole months. Just thinking about the news puts a smile on my face. People may think that I'm overreacting over just 2 months, but it still makes me happy. I mean, the year spent with Yukon was quite a special one for us. It sounds hard to believe, but last year we got wrapped up in a serious mystery that occurred in this town and solved it ourselves. The one who led the team we created then, the investigation team, was Yukon. Most of us who were in the investigation team are going to meet up for his return tomorrow. I'm already excited about it. Just as I began to lose myself in these thoughts, an acrid burning smell stings my nose. Yep, failed cooking.
Oh, right, I was grilling the fish.
I hurriedly flipped the sea bream I left on the grill. Is it burnt? Is it still edible? It's still good, right? Where's Kasai? Why isn't she just staying there for you? Yeah, it still looks good. I think it'll be fine, maybe. When I look inside the pot, a lot of the water is gone. The ingredients I put in there to boil look soft, so it should be okay. No, I think when you boil stuff, I think if you boil stuff and the water just evaporates, I think you left it for too long. Probably time to turn the stove off, though. I put on the finishing touches and finally take a breather.
I hope everyone likes this.
So this is the boxed lunch she made. It's been a while since anyone in the investigation team got together, so I'm gonna make it seem a little more like a celebration. A little more like an ER trip. That's why I began making this boxed lunch for all of us, but it was a lot more food to prepare than I expected. I have a new respect for our cooks. The number of guests we get here every day is way more than the amount of people I'm cooking for. They have to make a lot more food than I just did. I've got the largest tiered lacquer wave box we have and struggle to cram all the food in it.
They say the presentation of the food is important, but I think taste should be a cook's priority. The boys will eat a lot. I'm sure Chie will too. I definitely shouldn't skimp. There, all done.
No more Mystery Food X, please. An email? And who could it be from? Up in my cell, and notice a familiar name being displayed.
Oh, it's Chie. I wonder if she forgot where we're meeting up tomorrow.
Chie Satanaka. She's been my best friend ever since I was little. She's also a member of the investigation team. We went through so much together during the course of last year's events, and now we're even closer than before. Sure enough, the email I received was asking for confirmation of our meeting place. That Chie, she must have gotten so excited when she heard the news that she glazed over the details. That's so like her. But there was more to her email.
What? The Midnight Channel is on the air again.
The Midnight Channel. Oh. Well, I guess it shows these pictures now because she was the first main victim. Not counting Yamano or Konishi. But actually just counting like the actual victims we saw and the main team members. And Yukiko was first. And there we go. The Princess Yukiko's hunt for Prince Charming. At midnight on a rainy night, if you look at the TV that's turned off, you'll see your soulmate. That was the urban legend that spread like wildfire in this town last year. At first, I obviously thought it was just a rumor. But I was wrong. It wasn't some superstition. There actually was something to the rumor. When we tested it out for ourselves, we really saw an image appear on the TV, even though it was turned off. But it wasn't anyone's soulmate. The person that appeared on the TV was a victim. This is why the investigation team was formed. The phenomenon was closely tied to the incident that we resolved. In a nutshell, it was a series of murders. A few people died, and it was all over the TV news. That alone is already a serious case. We discovered something even more shocking about it. There was a world inside TVs. Personas and shadows. We encountered so many unbelievable things that there's no way I could explain all of it. But everyone in the investigation team desperately did their best, and we managed to take care of everything. Even the Midnight Channel was shut down. Or so we thought. So it's pretty strange that it's on again all of a sudden. It seems Chie hasn't seen it in person yet, judging by her email. She just said, "Let's watch the Midnight Channel tonight." I glanced out the small window in the kitchen. Today's forecast is rain. The perfect weather for checking the Midnight Channel.
But that's not possible.
Words of denial tumble from my mouth. It's not that I don't believe Chie. It's just that I'm really, really hoping that it's not true. If the Midnight Channel is broadcasting again, are we going to see another series of murders? These worries begin gnawing away at my stomach. Standing up against my own rebellious shadow and getting to know everyone better through our adventures in the investigation team are important memories of mine. But this would be something different. Even as I send off a reply to Chie, my emotions are still running wild. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh, there you are. Someone's on the phone for you, Yuki-chan.
I'm so on edge. That's when Kazai-san speaks up, I jump a little. I feel like a fool. I'm all worked up over the mere possibility that something's going to happen again. I calm myself down and smile at Kazai-san. Though, this is kind of odd.
For me? Who could it be at this hour?
He said he was Kujikawa-san's manager and he
Rise.
wanted to ask you something.
Oh, about Rise going missing. Yeah, spoilers if you didn't see the first 3 episodes, but yeah, Rise is missing. Rise Kujikawa. She's an underclassman from our high school. Not only is she part of the investigation team, but a famous idol and TV personality. Rise-chan took a break from show business while the investigation was underway, but she's been prepping to get back on it since spring. She's been super busy lately. I have no idea why her manager would be calling me, though. Kazai-san jokes that they're trying to recruit me and hands me the receiver. She then ducks back through the split curtain. She just run away. This isn't helping that uneasy feeling I was having earlier. I take a deep breath and put the phone to my ear.
Hello, this is Yukiko Amagi.
Oh, I'm sorry to call so late. My name is Inoue. I'm Rise Kujikawa's manager.
Yes, that's what I was told. How can I help you?
Well, you see, I can't reach Kujikawa. I was hoping you might know where she is.
Huh?
They don't know where Rise-chan is. Apparently she won't answer her cell and isn't at her grandmother's place or her parents' home in the city. Her exhausted manager told me he was at such a loss that, out of desperation, he looked up our IN's number and called me since he knew that we were friends. I feel really bad for the poor guy, but...
I'm sorry, I don't know.
The manager on the other side of the phone replies with a downcast, "I see." After he apologized for calling me out of the blue like this, he missed a phone call, but not before asking me to keep Rise's disappearance under wraps. Even setting aside work, he must be worried sick about her. At least, that's what he sounded like to me. The world of showbiz is pretty tough. This isn't the first time that has happened. Rise-chan went missing when she took a break last year, so Inoue-san must be afraid of going through that again. But That's the only reason I was able to get to know her.
Don't tell me.
The revival of the Midnight Channel, Rise-chan's sudden disappearance, my mind's a swirling miasma of depressing ideas and worst-case scenarios. Could Rise-chan have gotten dropped into a TV again? I know that my tendency to immediately gravitate to the worst possibility is a bad habit of mine, but I just can't stop myself. I open my cell, bring up my list of most called contacts, but my finger stops and I see the name Yu Narukami on display.
No, I can't go running to him with everything. There's no proof that it's happening again anyway. I shouldn't make him worry.
There isn't any reason to be concerned about anything yet. Yukon is coming back for the first time in a while. After being away for so long, I want to welcome with joy, not with unnecessary burdens. There's a reasonable explanation for everything so far. Let's keep my wild thoughts to myself until I have some real confirmation.
Rise-chan's number is...
So she's gonna try reaching herself. I look for Rise-chan's number on my cell, and then press the call button. 1 ring, 2 ring, 3 rings. No response. With each unheeded ring, my anxiety grows. Why isn't she picking up? Maybe she's in an area with bad reception? Or maybe she's in danger and can't answer the phone. No. I have to stop thinking like that.
Maybe I should call Yosuke-kun.
I pressed the button to end the call as my worries would end along with it. I began looking up another number. Yosuke Hanamura. He's another classmate and member of the investigation team, and also apparently Yukon's partner. At first I thought Yosuke-kun was just calling himself that, but it seems the feeling is mutual now. Considering that he gets along with everyone pretty well, and he's got more friends than I do, he might know something about Rise-chan. Without any other leads, he's probably my best option. I dial Yosuke-kun's number. This time, the call connects immediately. He must have answered his phone without even thinking about it. I feel a little relieved and speak up.
Yosuke-kun? Good evening. This is Yukiko. I got an email from Chie a moment ago.
Yeah, she told me too. About the Midnight Channel coming back, right? Sheesh. Bet she was half asleep when she emailed you.
Hearing Yosuke-kun's cheerful voice takes a little bit more of my worries away. To avoid causing panic, I try to choose my words carefully as I relay what I heard from Rise-chan's manager.
Actually, I just received a phone call about Rise-chan disappearing. Well, not literally disappearing, but anyway,
Maybe
it
literally.
seems her people can't get in touch with her.
Really? She didn't mention any problems she was having to you, right?
No, I think she would have told us if anything was troubling her. She was busy, but happy to be working.
Right. And now rumors of the Midnight Channel coming back.
Yeah.
I go ahead and tell Yosuke-kun everything Inoue-san told me. I promised him that I wouldn't tell anyone, but I figure that all the investigation team needs to know things like this. After all, Rise-chan has been through things with us that I'm sure she would have kept a secret from her manager. After we talk about Rise-chan's disappearance, a slightly awkward silence falls upon the conversation. Has Yosuke-kun come to the same conclusion as I have? Before it can linger too long, Yosuke-kun breaks the silence with a serious yet cheerful
Well,
response.
let's not get carried away. First, we need to see if the Midnight Channel's really back. There's no use worrying over things we don't know are happening. It's always important to be sure first, right?
It's times like these that I once again realize that my friends on the investigation team are wonderful. Yu-kun, who is calm and decisive, Yosuke-kun, who is always a source of good cheer, and it's not just the two of them. Everyone's personalities on the team complement each other, and because of this, we were able to overcome all the inconceivable obstacles that we faced.
You're right. Thank you, Yosuke-kun.
I thank Yosuke-kun and hang up. There's no use in getting flustered. First, we need to confirm the current situation, and then think of a plan based on what we learned. This feels nostalgic. A smile forms to my lips as my worries subside a bit. The lessons learned from last year are helping me now. The Midnight Channel airs at midnight. I've got a lot of time to kill until then. Oh, I know. I have to clean up the kitchen. I don't want to leave a mess for our cooks when they arrive in the morning. After I finish cleaning up the kitchen and take a bath, I return to my room. I look at the clock, but it's still not even close to midnight.
There's still time.
I try reading a book, but nothing is sticking with me. It even feels like this time is moving slower. I just want midnight to hurry up and get here.
It's all right. I'm sure things will be fine. Nothing will happen.
That's the hope. But we all know what's gonna happen. It's been 3 episodes already.
Rivals. They are friends, yet powerful foes. The desperate fighting program amongst high school students. A new legend is about to start.
May the manliest of all men come on down!
Nobody touches his precious Nanako, the sister complex kingpin of steel, Yu Narukami!
It's only natural.
Wage slave in the boonies by day, hero by night, Captain Resentimo, Yosuke Hanamura!
Everything that bores me has gotta go!
A spunky dragon with deadly legs, the carnivore who's discarded womanhood, Chie Satonaka!
You need to eat more meat!
Please escort me to the ring, my prince, the unconquerable Snow Black, Yukiko Amagi!
I'll finish you in one strike!
Blooming roses and bulging muzzles, the blood-curdling beefcake emperor, Kanji Tatsumi! Deep into realms of romance, the body of a child, the brain of a genius, the 2000 IQ killjoy detective, Naoto Shirogane!
Is this an army of idiots?
Fight and survive towards the one throne waiting at the end! The P-1 Grand Prix, where fierce fights will be fought! The battle begins tonight!
What on earth was that?
So we just jump here now? I sent the Junette's food court with the weight of my homemade boxed lunch and a heavy heart. Until yesterday evening, my only concerns for today were cooking enough food for everyone and worrying about whether Junette's would be too crowded. Life's changed these few hours. So instead of coming here early to reserve space for my friends, here even earlier out of sheer stress. On a side note, sitting here right now makes me realize that there are a lot more people in this town than I ever imagined. And with that many people, quite a few of them probably saw the Midnight Channel broadcast last night.
Why is this happening?
I know that I'm not going to get an answer to that question, but I can't help but mutter it to myself as I sit and wait. It isn't the first time my image has appeared on the Midnight Channel. I heard about it from Chie and the others last time, but I'd never seen it myself until now. No matter how hard I tried to deny it, there's no doubt that it was me. He even gave me a ridiculous title, the Unconquerable Snow Black. What's that even supposed to mean? Everyone else got nonsensical names too, but it was no laughing matter. Actually, I can't even remember what my friends were called. The thing that registered was that all of them were pretty awkward. I was too stunned to catch anything more than that. When Chie called me afterwards, I finally came to my senses. The situation just seemed to be more serious than I had imagined earlier. Especially considering that Rise-chan isn't the only one that we haven't been able to get a hold of.
Yukiko, you're early.
Good morning, Chie. I couldn't stop thinking about things, so I wrapped up my shift at the inn early and came here.
Just as my thoughts were getting gloomy again, Chie's cheerful voices there snapped me out of my funk. Look up to see my best friend waving at me. Yeah, I shouldn't keep dwelling on these bad thoughts. It'll all be okay. I'm sure I'll be able to handle this. I reassured myself and showed Chie what I had bought.
I actually made a boxed lunch for everyone. Let's eat it together later.
Wow, a boxed lunch? You made it?
I shrug and give a wry smile at Chie's
Don't
reaction.
worry, I made sure to taste test it first, so it won't be like last
She
year.
definitely did not taste test it. So this gives me like no faith.
I think.
No!
Well, you've got a point. We don't want people to keep calling us poison chefs, do we?
Ooh, that does smell really good. Oh man, I can't wait to try it.
Hearing Chie's delight makes me feel a bit better. What if everyone else would be as excited about my food as she is? Just as I'm thinking about how to bring it up, I hear a familiar, cheerful voice from behind.
Hey there, sorry I'm late. I ran into this guy at the elevator.
Good to see you guys again.
Welcome back! We missed you. The guest of honor's finally here. You're looking well.
Welcome back. Should we...
Yosuke-kun and Yu-kun, she bounds off happy as can be, but I'm a little lost in my emotions. Wonder how much Yu-kun knows about what happened yesterday. Yu-kun is the first to notice what I'm getting at and casually transitions into the subject.
Huh? Oh, he already knows about the Midnight Channel thing. He's actually the one who called me up about it.
Oh, I see. This has turned into a pretty thrown-together reunion, hasn't it? But I'm glad you came.
Yu-kun smiles at my words. That kind smile and calm demeanor, he hasn't changed at all. I'm happy, but there's definitely an elephant in the room. This could just be a fun gathering with us all getting together like normal people. My thoughts are interrupted by an exaggerated cough. It's Yosuke-kun. Apparently he was waiting for us all to sit down. After grabbing our attention, Yosuke-kun begins to speak.
Well, it sucks that we can't hang out more before jumping into another mystery, but to celebrate our partner's return, I hereby reinstate the investigation team in response to the Midnight Channel going back on the air last night.
Oh, the team is back! Just hearing that name again gets me all fired up. Yeah, let's do this!
The applause is not
I
necessary.
don't think the applause is necessary.
Yukiko sarcastically teases us for applauding, but after glancing around everyone, I'm sure we all felt it was appropriate. There's no reason for any of us to turn that down. We have friends missing and there's something causing trouble. Of course we're going to help out and get to the bottom of this. To confirm that everyone's on board, Yosuke-kun continues on. Our reunion is now a full-fledged tactical meeting of the investigation team.
Well, let's get cracking. I mean, this is no laughing matter. No one's heard from Teddy, Kanji, or Rise. Just those three, right?
Yeah. Oh, I got a hold of Naoto-kun, but I didn't tell her about this stuff. She told me she couldn't make it today because of her job, so I didn't want to worry her.
She seemed pretty bummed that she couldn't be here too.
That makes 4 of our friends who aren't here today. Hearing it from Chie was one thing, but talking about it in a meeting like this and not seeing faces that should be here makes it all hit home. Even though there's no need to worry about Naoto-kun, what could be so important that she can't be here? She's such a skilled detective, it would be much more reassuring to have her around. Bringing that up to the group wouldn't help now. We need to focus on what all of us who are here can do.
One thing's been bothering me. The picture on the TV was very clear last night.
Yeah. Going by the pattern from last year, it wouldn't be that clear until after the victim entered the TV.
Hey, isn't this the first time a big group of people was shown together? Plus, we're still here. Why us anyway? And what's up with those insulting descriptions?
I can understand Chia's anger. From what she told me, she tried talking to some girls who were chatting about the rumors, but they ran away from her. Definitely because they saw the Midnight Channel. Hated hearing the whispers of scoring princess under people's breath after the Midnight Channel aired last year, so I can empathize with Chia's feelings. But I feel a little better about it this time. Back then, I didn't see the broadcast myself, so I didn't know what I looked like. Of course, I still hate that I was on it again. It's still really embarrassing.
What bothers me most is Teddy. He was acting like the host of that show.
Yeah, and we can't find him.
This smells fishy. Then again, I doubt he would play a prank like this for no reason.
I guess we'll just have to go inside the TV and find out what's going on.
Yosuke has a point. If we want to investigate the reappearance of the Midnight Channel, it would be faster to just go in there and see for ourselves. But
Won't we be stuck in there without Teddy to give us an exit?
exactly. You can enter TVs because we're Persona users, but without Teddy preparing a TV inside the TV world for us to exit through, we'd be trapped there. They couldn't laugh proudly in response to our shared worry.
Not so. I've had Teddy keep the exit TV out on that side.
Look at you, all prepared.
I mean,
And
think
then just
about it.
weird
What if we were
stuff.
half asleep and fell into a TV when Teddy wasn't over there? Isn't that a scary thought?
Like anyone would be that clumsy.
Anyway, it sounds like it's safe for us to go
Still a
investigate.
random thought.
Yeah, there's no doubt that something's going on in there. Is everyone ready?
We're all good to go. To tell the truth, I had a hunch that this was going to happen.
Everyone nods at Yosuke-kun's words. Oh, I forgot to mention the food I made. What should I do? Should I bring it up after we go inside the TV? Well, we're in the middle of a serious situation now, so this is definitely not the time for a boxed lunch. I'll bring it up afterwards. We'll all eat a great meal together after the case has been solved. It'll be the perfect motivation for us to solve it. Are you sure? No more mystery food X, please. I'm begging you. As I work up my resolve, Chie suddenly taps my forehead.
Yukiko, it'll be alright. You don't need to scrunch up your face.
Was I doing that?
Yeah, you're gonna give yourself wrinkles.
I'll be more careful.
Don't worry, things are different from the way they were last year. We're old pros at this.
She knows that I'm apprehensive. She's trying to make me smile. But she's right. I shouldn't get myself too worked up. I smile in response to my best friend's thoughtfulness. And then we were off, following Yukun and Yosuke-kun. And here we go again.
It's a holiday, so the store's full of people.
They both have the anime animation, but the one in Arena is different from one from 4 in Golden. Again, there's Aerie.
You know, it's been a while since
I think
last time.
I
I'm
never
even
mentioned
nervous.
out, but I think that like mini Afro guy, wasn't he the host of the drag show? I think he was the host of the drag show. Instead, he had a dyed afro.
Ready. The customers are going away. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Let's go.
And we all know what's happening from here. Actually, it's not going to be until next episode that things might be a little different.
Isn't this different?
Because remember, Rise
What do we do?
isn't playable in the original Persona 4 Arena.
Stop now!
But remember that Kanji and Teddy also went missing, and Natsu never joined us, so things might be a little different with them. And then there's the Persona 3 cast as well. So I'm actually excited to see how things might be different with the other characters. What happened? I was with Yukun and the others, and we entered the TV as usual. And then...
Where am I?
Place with a bunch of chairs. My mental fog clears immediately once the cold sensation against my cheek and back kicks in. Doesn't feel like I'm hurt anywhere. I'm full of confusion as I get up and look around, but looking around only raises further questions. The scenery looks familiar on a basic level.
It looks like an auditorium. Wait, is this our school's gym?
I know I'm in the gym at my high school, however the details are completely different. There are mounds of chairs stacked in weird formations everywhere, and everything feels a bit creepy. Then I notice that something even more important is amiss.
Oh, where's Chie? Yukun? Hello? Isn't anyone around?
I don't see any of them, and no one replies to my inquiries. It seems like we've gotten separated. Usually when we enter TV together, we all end up in the same place. But not today. All of a sudden, something started gushing out. Smoke? It's white smoke, like you see on TV and movies. I take a defensive stance and prepare myself. Considering that I'm inside the TV, I need to be ready for anything. I feel isolated and lonely, but I'm an important member of the investigation team too.
Hello! Sorry for the wait.
And there's Risa.
Greetings, boys and girls of Yasogami. The P-1 Grand Prix is about to begin.
There's no need for manners or courtesy or anything today, so let it all hang out. Tell us how you really feel.
Is that Rise-chan?
Rosette will be your commentator. But first, the General has a few words for you all.
Risa-chan was inside the TV too? But something about her seems odd. Despite my perplexity, the big monitor on the stage in the gym turns on when Rise-chan's voice gives the cue. What appeared on it was an oddly dressed...
Huh? Teddy?
You're all here now. Well then, I'm proud to announce the opening of our very own P-1 Grand Prix!
P-1 Grand Prix? Wait, that sounds familiar. It's the name of that program that aired on the Midnight Channel last night.
Where's that cheering coming from? Was it just a sound effect? I don't see anyone here.
Ignoring that for the moment.
Yuki-chan, you still haven't figured out what's going on? Should I give you a special deluxe smooch to wake you up? Huh?
Why are you laughing?
Daddy, those clothes!
Oh my god, she really will laugh at anything.
I'm sorry, but every time I look at you, that hat, it fits you.
that once already on the TV essay, but I still can't stop laughing. I'm dying here. Never seen like I've never seen such a gigantic cat like that sold anywhere. Just too funny.
What's so funny? Are you sure you want to keep laughing like that?
Giant hat that fits
If you
Teddy.
keep it up, you won't be able to reach your most cherished thing.
It's just that outfit. My most cherished thing.
Rawr! That's it. I'm angry now. If
You've
listen
angered
when I say
Teddy!
things, you'll have to find out the hard way. Bring out the next opponent.
It's no use. It's still funny. I'm gonna die. My eyes are tearing up and my abs are hurting from laughing so hard, but the smoke starts pouring out again. Once the smoke clears, I see Yosuke-kun. That finally puts an end to my laughter.
Yosuke-kun, I'm glad you're okay.
Of course I am. Now let's just hurry up and do this. I'll take this opportunity to overcome the Amagi challenge in a different way.
Wait, I don't understand what Yosuke-kun is saying. It's not making any sense.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Isn't it pretty late to be getting cold feet? You're killing the mood here. Hurry up and get ready, Yukiko. Just to be clear, I'm not gonna go easy on you.
Yosuke-kun, what's gotten into you? Don't tell me you really want to fight. Can't you see what kind of mess we're in? We really need to get our act together.
Upon hearing my words, Yosuke-kun's face contorts as if he thinks I'm being a wet blanket. It's giving me goosebumps. He's never looked at me like that before.
Yikes! Yep, sure enough, Miss Goody Two-Shoes ruins a moment again. You're always like that, you know? Always just going with the crowd.
Huh?
Oh, sorry, that wasn't it. I meant to say you just jump on whatever the easy way out is.
That's not true.
You said you thought things over and decided to take over the inn, but I bet you came to that conclusion the same way.
Can't come up with a response to Yosuke-kun's words. Saying I'm just jumping on the easy way out. It's true that during last year's incident, I realized that there was a part of me that just wanted to escape from everything, that I despised being seen as nothing but the daughter of the upstanding traditional family that runs the town's inn. But in the end, I made up my mind to follow in my family's footsteps after all. I was able to defeat those inner thoughts thanks to Yuko and everyone else. Yosuke should know that. He was there. So, why?
You tried to act all high and mighty by saying you were determined, but you were just trying not to rock the boat. It's too much trouble thinking on your own, so you closed your eyes to everything. Isn't that right, Miss Goody Two-Shoes?
This isn't reality. This is the TV world. I thought Yosuke-kun's shadow might have come out again, but he doesn't look like one. His voice and eyes are the same as usual. Even his smile is the same. It's Yosuke-kun, the same one who's always chatting away cheerfully in our classroom. But that's...
Now there's something you don't see every day. What are you thinking so hard about, Yosuke?
What was that supposed to mean? But it's nothing.
What? Come on, you can tell me. Here, I'll help you with whatever it is. Huh? What's this piece of paper?
Hey!
She swipes it much faster than Yosuke-kun's shocked, spastic attempt at defense. This is...
Oh, this is for our guidance counseling.
Hey, don't look at that!
Oh, so you're having a hard time deciding on your future.
Can it? Anyway, what about you? Come on, Chie. Knowing you, it must be something incredible, right?
Yosuke-kun snatches the blank guidance counseling formed back from Chie's hand and lashes out at her. Fortunately for him, she answered with no hesitation.
Ha ha ha! Very funny. I'm all set on what I want to do.
That sounded like you meant it.
Did you think I was lying? That's pretty rude, you know. I'm totally serious about it.
Seriously? What about you then, Yukiko? Are you gonna take over the inn after all?
I nod in response to the question as the conversation shifts to me.
That's the plan. I gave it a lot of thought, but in the end, that's what I'm going with.
Does that make me the only one still undecided? It's impossible. But man, that's amazing, Yukiko. Next to Chie and her whatever pops into my head, I can tell you're set on this.
Hey, what did you just say?
And it goes back into color real quick. Those memories of Yosuke supporting my decision so enthusiastically make my shock at this moment even greater. Is that how you really feel? That I'm just taking the easy way out?
No, it's not an easy way out.
Sure, fine. It's useless talking about it. An idiot like me wouldn't understand what a goody two-shoes like you thinks. Let's decide this with an easier way. Come, Jiraiya!
Yosei-kun summoned his persona. A persona and a shadow are one and the same, so they cannot exist at the same time. In other words, the one standing before me has to be the real Yosuke-kun. And I hope that this isn't really him that's just been shot down. The words heard at me a moment ago bury themselves even deeper into my chest. I want to talk things out with him, but it doesn't seem like he's willing to listen to right now. Then,
Come, Konohana Sakuya.
You found yourself doing it. I'm not just gonna stand here and take this. I need to figure out how the others are doing, so I need to fight and win for now.
Well, here goes the first battle. Captain versus Snow Black is about to begin. Who will Lady Luck smile upon? I'm as curious to find out as you are, dear viewers.
Alright. You know what's up? Let's do it.
Final. Fight!
Battle against Yosuke.
Just getting started. Here goes. Still up, still up. Still up. Down here. Just getting started.
The time has come.
Damn!
Still up. Still up. Keeper has no mercy.
How unfortunate. Better luck next time.
I won? I really fought and defeated Yosuke-kun. Teddy's cheerful and joyous voice reaches my ears as I stand stunned in silence.
Now that was one relentless battle! This is what makes the Grand Prix so spectacular!
Where are these voices coming from? I searched the surrounding area to find the source of the cheering. All of us are students in a uniform. All around us are students in uniforms. No, that's not right. Things are human shaped, but they're definitely not humans. We're surrounded by them and they're all cheering. That reminds me, I think these things were there when I was fighting Yosuke-kun as well. Is this some kind of special effect that Teddy is using? Or considering that this is the TV world, are they shadows? Just watching and cheering, but they don't really seem hostile.
Nothing is staged or worked, folks! Yuki-chan, make sure you let your fists do the talking in the next fight, too!
The dressed Teddy makes his weird announcement and the monitor turns off. Then John announced a 10-minute break over the PA system. I tried talking to her, but she won't answer no matter what I say. Everyone's acting so oddly. Yosuke-kun stirs and gets up.
Oh, Yosuke-kun. I'm sorry I didn't go easy on you.
Nah, I really am worthless scum. I'm sorry you have to put up with me.
Huh?
Yukiko, I understand what you wanted to say, but I need a moment. I don't think my heart can take any more right now.
Yosuke-kun is still saying things that don't make any sense. It's like we're having two entirely different conversations. And he's acting different than he was before. Yosuke-kun slaps both of his cheeks and turns towards me.
Alright. I think my heart will be okay. Yukiko-san? Are you hurt or anything?
Huh? No, I'm fine. But Yosuke-kun, are you sure your heart's okay? You look pretty shaken up.
That ain't... I mean, that's not true. Huh?
He's still acting a bit odd, but I feel like I'm actually having a conversation with Yosuke-kun this time. So just said we talk about what's going on, and he agrees. What exactly happened a moment ago? After some talk, we both agreed it was strange that the world inside TV has changed from the beautiful scenery we last remember to Yasogami High. Then we discussed the changes in Teddy and Risei-chan. Initially, Chie and Yu-kun entered TV with us, but neither of us have seen them. What's going on with the TV world?
Damn it, I wish we had something to go on.
I did notice that there were some shadowy people around us while we were fighting.
They don't seem hostile, but still eerie. Those silhouettes were in the TV world last time we entered it.
Yeah, they looked like students or shadows. Though they were too well behaved to be the kind of shadows we're used to. Well, if they're not going to attack us, we can leave them alone for now.
Oh, another thing. Teddy said that if I don't fight, I won't be able to reach my most cherished thing.
Most cherished? Like something that's really important to you? Oh, maybe he meant me. Who knew a gentle denial could hit so hard?
Well, there goes the heart strain again. But seriously, what was Teddy talking about? I didn't bring anything important to me in this world. Oh no!
Oh, could it be?
Box lunch! It's gone! That's your most desired thing, the fucking box lunch. I know I had it in my hands when I came in here, but now it's gone. I look around frantically, but there's no trace of it.
Oh no, did I drop it somewhere?
When? Where? Did I drop it when we entered the TV?
I'm sorry, Yosuke-kun, I need to go look for it.
Huh? Look for what? Hey, Yukiko, you can't go alone, it's too dangerous.
I feel bad ignoring Yosuke, but I can't tell him what I'm looking for. I mean, all that food to surprise everyone with, after all. If they're not surprised, it won't mean as much, and they'll enjoy it less. If at all. Lapras. I just had to, I'm sorry.
Wait up! Ah.
Invisible walls. Yukiko was about to catch up to me as I'm exiting the gym, but then suddenly he just stops moving.
Yosuke-kun, what are you doing? Is that a mime act?
No, there's some invisible wall here. The hell? You got through, but I can't.
Yukiko makes herky-jerky weird poses. The monitor behind him comes on. What appeared was... it's Teddy in that silly-looking hat again.
Did I forget to tell you? Only the winner can move on to the next fight. No one's getting out of this school until a champion's been crowned. Only the one who fights to the very end and comes out on top can leave.
What's up with that? What am I supposed to do then? I can't get out of here.
That's right. Sorry, but you're stuck there, Yosuke. Now, Yuki-chan, if you want to get your cherished thing back, you know what to do.
Teddy directs a knowing smirk right at me. Did Teddy take my box of lunch? If he did, that's absolutely unforgivable. To others, it may just be an ordinary box lunch. But I was proud of that food. I want to show everyone how much I've grown since last year and have them enjoying the fruits of all my hard work. I put my heart and emotion into making that box lunch. If all that work was taken away from me as a joke, there's no way I could just let that slide.
I'm sorry, Yosuke-kun. I have to go.
Wait, you're seriously ditching me? Yukiko! Yukiko! Is this for real?
I forgot Mr.
I
P.
have to take a leak.
Like that's always his main concern. Just, oh man, I'm stuck here. What if I have to piss? Like a fountain. After exiting the gym and running around for a while, I noticed that while this place may look like Yasagami High, the building layout is completely different. Occasionally I bump into invisible walls like the one Yosuke-kun ran into, and I can't continue on the path I was taking. Doesn't look like I'll be joining up with Yu-kun and Chie here. I can't believe I lost my box lunch in a place like this. Where in the world could it be?
Did anyone lose something?
Huh?
The voice wasn't Teddy or anyone else I recognized, and it wasn't one of those silhouettes either. It was distinct and echoed down the halls. It's a girl's voice. I turn to look, I see a girl wearing Yasagami High uniform looking around. I don't recognize her, but I recognize the bundle she has in her hand.
Excuse me, that's mine.
You dropped this. You're a careless one, ain't ya? You want to be more careful.
Huh? Oh, thank you.
She got a serious tone to her voice and a very distinct intonation to her words. I don't remember anyone like this at our high school. I'm curious as to who she is, but there are more important things to attend to. The girl behind me doesn't seem like she's going anywhere, so I'll chat with her after I check on my box lunch. It's a bit rude, but it should be understandable in this situation. I hurriedly begin opening the bundle.
No.
You can tell from when the lacquer weight box's lid. It's totally ruined. I should have known though, when I woke up inside the TV, I was splayed out on the floor after all. Box lunch obviously wouldn't have survived unless someone in the TV world happened to catch it and set it aside.
You can still eat it. Maybe.
I try to reassure myself. Maybe I've gotten mixed up a bit, but it's all the same in your stomach, right? Oh god. It's still good, it's still good. I can still give it to everyone. No, I can't. Even though it's still edible, there's no way I can make this look anywhere near presentable.
Yikes. That was a box lunch? Yeah. It's all jumbled up now, so I can't give this to anyone. Give it? Oh, were you gonna share it with your friends? Mm-hmm. That's right. Wow. That sounds great. You made it so you could enjoy it with everyone, huh? I'd love to do something like that myself. You gotta enjoy your youth while you can, right?
Is this girl trying to cheer me up? Even though we're such an odd situation, it lifts my spirit. Just to know that someone else here understands the emotional process that goes into making a box lunch like this. Of course, even if she didn't have an interest in box lunches, I'm just glad that I found someone that I could actually talk in this place.
By the way, what are you? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Yukiko Amagi. So, what are you doing here? Well, I'm the student council president. It would be weird if I wasn't at school.
Student council president? I think I remember elections being held back in April this year. I didn't quite remember who got elected, so she's the one. Wait, what? That's not right. I mean, this is...
No, that's not what I meant. Are you, a persona user?
Oh.
What? What are you talking about?
She came as a persona, but she's here in the TV world. In other words, that means this president doesn't notice any confusion. Doesn't notice my confusion. It continues right on.
There's that wackadoo event going on right now, ain't there? They can't pull stunts like that on campus. That's why I'm looking under every rock for him, so I can shut the whole shebang down. Excuse me, wackadoo? Does that mean it's not good? Are you looking all around the school so you can put a stop to this tournament? Well, that's what I said, ain't it? I can't believe they didn't run this by the student council first. Not that we ever would have approved a cockamamie event like this. Anyway, I gotta go stop this tournament. You too, you know? You're that, what was it? Snow Black? Huh? Wait a moment. I'm not participating in it by choice.
It's a complete misunderstanding. Oh, this is so embarrassing. The president seems quite surprised by my words.
Is that true? Well, you do look like a serious student. I can't believe they're even roping normal students into this. You should get yourself home and leave the rest to me. Huh? Oh, wait!
For attempting to reassure me, Mr. President turns around and begins bounding off like a deer. She's after her, but not only is she really fast, my path gets blocked by that invisible wall again. When I turn a corner, I have no choice but to abandon my chase. The spawn won't budge at all, no matter how hard I push it. What in the world is it? Feels like someone has already decided where I'm supposed to go to. Still, who could that girl be? She didn't know about Persona. She seems to think that this place is just plain old Yasagami High. Could she be a victim that was dropped into a TV? When I think about that, I feel disgusted at myself for worrying more about my box lunch and her safety. Stupid me. Wait, she's a victim, then why doesn't she appear on the Midnight Channel? Usually the program comes on after a victim enters the TV. None of this thinking is going to get me any real answers. To push forward and focus on understanding what's happening here. Next time I run across Miss President, I need to make sure I get things clarified. She really is a victim that I need to rescue her from this world. Proceed on, although the invisible walls are constantly slowing my progress. Eventually I reach the entryway. It seems familiar, yet also completely unfamiliar to me. Seeing a replica of a place that I know so well in a form that is so different is really creepy.
Are you looking for something, Yuki-chan? Oh, I bet you miss me so much that you're looking high and low for me.
Teddy appears on the monitor hanging from the ceiling, still wearing a strange outfit. I don't think it's funny anymore. I'm pretty angry.
Teddy, you better stop this right now or else.
Aw, are you in a bad mood? I was looking forward to you trying to score with me. But no matter how mad you get, the battles won't stop. Your fate is to fight and fight and fight to the bitter end, Yuki-chan. So you'd better make up your mind. Now bring out the next challenger.
Thanks smoke pours out the same way as it did before when I met Yosuke-kun. See a faint shadow beyond the smoke. Wait, is that a green warm-up jacket? Don't tell me. Chie.
Yoo-hoo, Yukiko! What are you so upset for?
Chie, thank goodness you're okay. I was worried with all the strange things going on in here.
I'm so glad Chie is safe. The anger and tension I was feeling moments ago drains away. There's much I want to discuss with her. Teddy and Rise-chan's odd behavior, my poor box lunch. No. That could be left for later.
I found Yosuke-kun in the gym, so all that's left is to find Yu-kun and head for where Ted is.
Right now, we need to think about joining up with everyone. Just when I'm about to say how reassuring it is to have Chie with me.
I don't want to do that.
Huh? Chie?
How come I have to help? Just so you know, I'm having a blast with this P-1 Grand Prix. You're always like that, Yukiko. You just assume you'll get your way.
Couldn't believe my own ears. Chie before me is the real Chie. Almost the same as with Yosuke-kun. She's belligerent and saying offensive things. But she's nothing like a shadow. Chie, my best friend, is saying horrible things to me.
Have you ever thought about the problem you cause for others? You may not realize, but you completely rely on us. That box lunch you brought today is a perfect example. Nobody ever said they wanted you to make them one.
No, I didn't mean it to be like that.
Is that really how things are? I'm about to dispute what she's saying, but I'm at a loss for words. I mean, I guess I do force myself on others. I do rely on others. So I can't completely deny Chie's words. Even though I think it's not true, maybe that's just how I want to see things. What Chie's saying may actually be how everyone else views me.
Woohoo! The cattiness is through the roof here. Let's get today's episode of Girls Gone Feral started.
There you go again, the same old I didn't mean crap from you. You think that excuses you from relying on other people? Yukiko, I'm serious about this. Let's settle this once and for all. Here goes Persona!
Chie takes a fighting stance after hearing Rise-chan's voice blaring from the speakers. I don't want to fight, but Chie's even summoned a persona. The whole situation just doesn't make any sense. But I can't just allow myself to get beaten up in the senselessness either. Time for Chie.
Finally. Fight!
Protect me,
Damn it, I missed again!
Whatever you might have said, you were going for the throat in that fight, weren't you, Yuki-chan? Seeing people turn on each other so fast is scary. Watching you made my fur stand on end.
Oh, you were totally enjoying it.
Was it that obvious? Thanks for the ugly battle, Yuki-chan. Keep it up for the next fight, too.
This may be what people call burning with rage. So entertaining about Chie and me fighting each other. Can't believe that Teddy would do something so amazingly cool like this. As I'm starting to tear up, Chie regains consciousness. Her stops for a moment, but then Chie turns towards the monitor and starts yelling at Teddy. What in the world is going on? Now she's acting totally different than she was a second ago.
Hey, Ted, I heard you, you know. How dare you say that? If you don't quit this nasty joke soon, You're gonna pay the next time I see you.
Blah, blah, blah! I can't hear it when sore losers talk! You've already lost, so be quiet and stay there like a good dog!
What? You're really pissing me off, Ted!
Teddy completely ignores Chie, who's about to jump in the monitor and kills the broadcast before she can get in a satisfactory comeback. I have no idea what to think right now. This Chie right now is 100% the Chie that's my best friend. But she's the same Chie who was here before the fight. She's not a shadow, and I don't think she got replaced when I wasn't looking either.
Chie?
Oh, sorry, Yukiko. I think I went at you a little too hard. Wait, huh? Are you back to normal? Oh, thank goodness. I'm so sorry. It must have hurt so much.
Huh? Back to normal?
Oh, that stupid Teddy. There's no way Yukiko would say those things.
Well, there's no way I would say such things. I don't remember saying anything that Chie back there I don't remember saying anything to Chie back there that would get her anyone this upset. Conversations don't feel like they're matching up again. Something's not right.
I'm sorry too.
Huh? Oh, no, you don't have to apologize. It's Ted's fault for setting up the tournament, not yours. Actually, what is this Grand Prix thing? Teddy and Risa-chan are both acting so weird. Never mind why they do it, I don't even know how. There's no way those two could pull it off themselves.
Chie's right. The situation is too complicated to be practical jokes that Teddy and Risa-chan are playing on us. The only time a new place would be created inside the TV world is when a person gets dropped into it, right? After thinking for a moment, I decided to tell Chie about the girl I met earlier. Everything from how she found my box lunch, how she hasn't realized that this world's inside TV, and how she had not appeared on the Midnight Channel.
Really? Huh. I guess we'd better keep an eye out for her. A ponytail and a Yasagami High uniform. Okay, I can remember that. Hey, Yukiko. Is that your boxed lunch you're holding? We had a pretty intense fight back there. Is it still okay?
About that.
Oh man, what a tragedy.
When I showed her the ruins of the boxed lunch, Chie's shoulders sagged. Yeah, it is truly a tragedy. My grace has been reduced to a pitiful pile of mush.
You're not getting away with this, Ted. You'll learn firsthand how vicious I can be over wasted meat.
There's actually not much meat in it.
There isn't? Anyway, let's hurry up and find him, so we can get revenge for your boxed lunch.
I mean, fish is meat. I guess not really the type of meat a carnivore is after. The moment Chie yells out defiantly, the sound of familiar footsteps reaches my ears. You heard the Ted Bear. Chie knows it, and we both turn that direction.
Come on, let's hurry! Let's go!
Whoa, Teddy, quit pulling!
Familiar round from the vibrant red and blue fur. That's...
Teddy? And that's...
The girl that Teddy's tugging along is definitely the one who found my box lunch. The two of them don't respond to my voice, and they rush off toward the practice building.
What are they doing together? Don't tell me Teddy really is behind this tournament.
Yukiko, you gotta hurry after them! Wasn't the girl with Teddy the one you were telling me about?
Yeah, let's go, Chie.
Chie can't move, remember? I thought she would respond with an energetic, yeah, but that wasn't the case.
Though, that's why you gotta hurry!
Huh?
For a moment, I think she may have suddenly reverted back to Chie that I fought.
It's that stupid Grand Prix rule! I lost, so I'm stuck here!
That's right, I totally forgot about that. T said the rules of this tournament only allow the winner to go on. In other words, even if I did find my friends, we won't be able to travel on together. So not only is Yosuke stuck, but now I have to leave Chie behind too.
But I'll be okay! Hurry or you'll lose them!
That's a Chie I know, with her typical smile. The little bit of that little bit of comfortable familiarity gives me strength, and I give her a determined nod as I prepare to head out.
Alright, I'll come back for you though.
I know! I believe in you! Go get him, Yukiko!
Kill him dead! Bolstered by Chie's words, I depart. I hope there aren't any visible walls on my way to the practice building.
Like I keep saying, you have to believe me. Why won't you understand?
When I enter the practice building, the first thing I hear is Teddy's voice, but I don't see him. follow the sound. It seems like he's coming from the music room.
Huh? And suddenly Yuki-chan's here!
You're Yukiko-san.
Teddy grasps in surprise while Miss President looks at me in wonder. Everyone really loves calling her Miss President. I finally caught up to them. Seems that since we're not talking through a TV, we can finally have an actual conversation.
It's time you explained yourself, Teddy. Why are you doing this? And who is that girl? Did you call her into the TV? I'm very upset with you right now.
You don't like me.
What are you talking about? The murder in your eyes is terrifying. Why? Why is every cutie pie I meet angry with me? What did I do? Is it because I'm Miss President's Knight?
I'm at my wit's end. Murder in my eyes? Duh, doesn't he know what he's done to me? Yasuke-kun and Chie said such horrible things to me, and my box lunch has been ruined. My friends have been seriously hurt. Trying to play us off as him being her knight might be some kind of joke to Teddy, but if he's going to keep this up, I won't forgive him.
Hey, wait a sec. Even I think you seem kinda on edge here. There's no call to get so worked up.
I'm sorry, but this is between Teddy and me. I'm sure you understand, Teddy. I'll say it one more time. If you upset me anymore, you're going to pay.
I slowly edged towards Teddy while asserting my threat. Yasuke-kun and Chie both returned to their normal selves after I fought them. So maybe Teddy will return to normal if I fight him too. I can also avenge my box lunch.
Oh, I get it. You're jealous. You've turned green with envy because I'm all lovey-dovey with Miss President.
Something snaps inside me.
Konohana Sakuya.
Yep. She's finally pissed.
Yuki-chan's seriousness gauge just exploded.
It was your fault.
But I'm Miss President's Knight. I can't lose. Kintoki Doji.
Teddy summoned his Persona 2, then that means he guess there's no choice but to fight. Not like I was just going to let him off the hook anyway. Teddy needs to be punished.
Huh? A direct challenge against the General himself? We're joining this shocking turn of events already in progress.
Already trying to trick us again.
Now, who will win? The General or Snow Black? Let the argument be decided with fists.
I had forgotten about Rise-chan until her joking voice was amplified over the loudspeakers. But right now, punishing Teddy is top priority. I'll get revenge for my box lunch. Ted Bear.
Finally. Fight!
Decent. Good thing you just stood there.
Raise the winds.
Cherry Blossom Storm!
Cherry
That's
Blossom
the end of
Storm.
that.
I mean, I also never said I was good with Yukiko. Alright, we're gonna make a save here, because Yukiko also has a joke ending. Whew, I feel a little better now, I think. Teddy should go back to normal, just like Yosuke-kun and Chie. I turn towards my poor lunch and I think I've avenged you! I've avenged this lunch. Then again, box lunch's long cherished desire is to be eaten, right? It won't be fully avenged until it fulfills its purpose. What's inside is completely mixed up. It looks pretty bad, and all the flavors I've probably mixed together too. Smelled good when we were at the food court, but right now it's smelling a little, no, quite different. But maybe, just maybe the taste
I
is...
wonder if it's still edible.
Wow, so it actually just comes right now. Okay, so we're gonna go with the joke choice in maybe I should see if it's okay. Right, if you say so. I didn't realize it was right now. I thought we were gonna get to talk to Teddy.
All I have to do is check. Simple as that.
That's right. Why didn't I just do this sooner? I could taste it myself. If I know it'd be too lenient of a critic. Or I'd be too lenient of a critic. It would be best if I get an unbiased opinion about it.
Hey, Teddy, won't you try tasting my boxed lunch?
Yuki-chan? No, no, not there!
Don't worry, this won't hurt a bit.
What are you doing?
She's gone chaotic. She's gone psychotic. Don't worry, Miss President. It'll be alright. It'll taste great. I think. She is gone absolutely psychotic. I ignore Teddy's struggle and open up the zipper. I pour the contents of the box lunch into him.
This is...
Hey, what the hell is this?
What? What's going on? Are you alright, Teddy?
Don't worry, I have more for you. This is unexpected. His body starts shaking. He's making a rattling sound. He couldn't even move a finger before, but now he's bursting with energy.
Incredible! I didn't know my boxed lunch had such powers. No matter what kind of shadow is lurking here, there's no need to fear as long as I have this. I should go feed it to everyone.
Oh god. If I keep wasting time, my box lunch will go bad. I need to hurry and deliver this to everyone before it gets cold. It might lose its potency.
Hey, Yukiko-san. Teddy's not looking so hot. Holy crap!
What's going on? I don't like the sound of this. Yukiko's gone psychotic. After leaving the music room, I feel bad for being so rude and not letting Miss President have some of my food. She did find it after all, but oh well. The ones I really want to give them this are the members of the investigation team. I would really like to go back to see Chie, but those invisible walls won't let me get there. As I plod forward in the only direction I'm able, I peek into one of the open classrooms and relieved to see one of the people I've been looking for from behind.
Yukiko, are you alright?
Mm-hmm. I'm okay.
I'm gonna poison you with my box lunch.
Yeah, something's not right here. It's too dangerous to wander around separately.
Yukiko seems to be seriously troubled, but everything will be okay now if he eats my box lunch.
Here, eat this. It'll cheer you up.
The moment I present my box lunch, Yukiko jumps far back with incredible speed. On top of that, he's even drawn his sword. Huh? Don't tell me this Yukiko has gone crazy too. You have gone crazy, bitch!
Yukon, no!
Yukiko, calm down. You need to snap out of it.
Just as I thought, our conversation isn't matching up. It's the same as when I first ran into Yosuke and Chie. All the more reason to heal him with this box lunch! Then I try presenting the box lunch to Yukiko again. He slowly backs away from me with a tense expression on his face.
This isn't like Yukiko. If she was in her right mind, she wouldn't be putting her friends' lives in danger like this. There's no way around it. I'm sorry, Yukiko.
Yukiko raises his hands to the sky and summons his persona. It's no use. Yukiko won't return to normal until we fight. I don't want to fight him, but I don't have a choice.
Don't worry, Yukon. My boxed lunch will help bring you back to normal.
To save him. I'll make sure to heal you, Yukon. It's a death trap. Yukiko has gone crazy. Poison Teddy. And I guess something happened that surprised Cybers. Wonder what happened. Actually tell you. Or is anything specific implied?
You take it.
The time is passed.
Okay, he wasn't giving me a chance to move.
Raise the
Cherry Blossom Storm!
He was not giving me a chance to move.
Guys.
And that's the end of that.
It's the end of everything. Yukon has fallen flat on the ground face fist Or ground face first. Yukon has fallen flat on the ground face first and isn't moving an inch. Did I go a little too far? Well, no better time to bring out the you-know-what.
Are you alright, Yukon? I'll have you healed in no time.
Have you returned to your usual self, Yukiko?
What are you talking about? Now, I brought a boxed lunch. You need to eat it.
Impossible. She hasn't snapped out of it?
Dear, I'm getting flustered now. Oh god. Teddy enjoyed it, but I wonder if Yukon would like the same flavors. Teddy did not enjoy it.
Open wide. Is it delicious? There's more.
I think the flavors are mixed too much. For some reason, Yukon doesn't seem to have returned to his normal self after the fight. He's still flailing around. The TV was still has him under its spell. I use my elbow to pin him down and shovel the food from the box lunch into his mouth. This should return him to normal. I think I was worried about the contents getting mixed up. Instead, it tastes even better. I have to use information in my future cooking. Maybe I don't even have to cook everything separately. I'll save so much time. I wonder why none of our cooks told me about this secret. God. Yukon suddenly stops moving entirely. What's going on? Look at Yukon's face. His eyes are closed and his body's gone limp.
Oh, he must have been so tired that he fell
God.
asleep.
This is cryptic. I bet Yukon's in a state of food-induced bliss. I think he's in a food-induced coma. He's able to completely relax with the flavor of nirvana that he's experiencing. I'm so happy. Still a lot more where that came from. I should give him another helping since he enjoys it so much.
People can swallow food while they're asleep, right? I guess I should feed him something soft just in case.
She has lost it. Completely. And she just runs away.
Oh, there she is. Huh? Yu's with you?
Oh no, she doesn't run away. Yosuke comes. Yosuke-kun? I thought he couldn't leave the gym.
Yosuke-kun? And everyone else too? What's going on?
Sheesh, what are you talking about, Yukiko-senpai? The case has been solved.
We're still on the TV. What are you talking about?
But for some reason, you and Yukon hadn't shown up. That's why we all came looking for you.
So, what were you two doing here?
Huh? Naoto-kun's here too?
The case has been solved, so this weird tournament's over and I don't have to fight against everyone anymore? I take the time to check off the faces of my friends that have gathered. Yosuke-kun, Chie, Rise-chan, Yukon is right here. Oh, even Naoto-kun and Kanji-kun are here. So everyone in the investigation team's gathered and we all have free time now, right? Teddy's not here, but he's already eaten, so he'll be fine.
Oh, this is perfect timing. Let's all eat my boxed lunch to celebrate the case being
No,
solved.
everyone run away.
The boxed lunch? She didn't say what I thought she said, right?
I assume your employees at the Amagi Inn made this for us?
No, I made it myself. I put my heart into it.
Two people have passed out.
Wait.
But I want you all to enjoy it
lunch
too.
Get all messed up? Oh, don't worry about that. It won't make a difference after you eat it.
Yeah, she has completely lost it. Everyone is smiling at my words. No, they're not! Glad that I decided to make this box lunch. No, I think they all want to run away. It'll be a perfect remedy for all the tension they built up during the weird situation that pitted us against each other.
Yosuke, you'll try it, won't you?
Oh no, Yu's got insane too! Yukon, who had gotten up without my knowing, places a hand on my shoulder. I think he's silently congratulating me for a job well done. He's probably telling the others that they should partake. I'm so happy. All the praise is a bit embarrassing.
Isn't that a bit... Hey, Kanji, where do you think you're going?
Get off my back! This ain't the time for bluffing. I'm too young to die. Oh wait, there's probably not enough for me anyways. I can't take any if there won't be enough for my senpai.
Oh, you don't need to be so modest. I brought plenty.
Oh god, this is so fucking creepy. When I show them the food packed away in the tiered box, everyone looks overwhelmed. It was a lot of trouble making so much. You've probably never seen a super feast this big. I'm happy that they're so surprised.
Holy crap.
Save us.
Ah!
Come on now. I want to see clean plates.
Oh gosh. Seems like you went delusional as well. Next day after everyone ate the box and to return from TV, Yukiko and the others all got really sick. Holidays we looked forward to spending together sadly ended without us being able to see each other much. Maybe they all got the flu or something. Or maybe they all got food poisoning my fucking lunch! Mystery Food X 2.0! Like that, it was a lot of fun. It had been so long everyone was able to get together like this. Now I just take everything I've learned, practice really hard, and make an even more amazing box lunch next time. She's lost it. I refuse to acknowledge whatever that was. So let's just ignore the food and just say that we have faith that it's somehow still edible. Yeah, I refuse to acknowledge whatever else that was. Now's not the time for that. I've been allowing myself to get caught up only thinking about myself and worrying about my food this whole time. I need to focus on more important things, like saving Miss President.
Are you okay, Miss President? Are you hurt? Teddy didn't try anything funny, did he? Yukiko-san, you...
Miss President's voice trails off as she stares at me.
What is it? Oh, I used my persona in front of her.
Yeah, I was so furious at Teddy that I didn't even think before summoning my persona. From an outsider's perspective, that fight must have seemed like I was actually participating in that tournament thing. How can I explain this?
I get that you were angry, but you just had a huge fight right in front of me.
You're going to jail!
And after I told you to go home. What are you doing still at school? I'm the student council president, you know? You gotta leave this stuff to me.
It's not what I expected to be scolded for. Does she really not find her personas odd? Maybe she's confused because she's entered this world. And I can't say Miss President without having her trust. Can't have her disliking me or becoming suspicious of me. There's no way she'd believe me if I tried to tell her that she's inside a world within TV. I need to find a way to gain her trust first. Continue to choose my words carefully to make sure that I don't anger Miss President.
I'm sorry. I was just worried about you. Also, Teddy here seems to be the host of this tournament.
Oh, you thought that too? Yeah, I was fooled at first, but after talking to him, I don't think that's true anymore.
Huh? What does she mean by that? Teddy's not the host of the tournament?
I'm sorry. Can you explain?
Miss President nods and begins telling me why she's been with Teddy. At first she thought that Teddy was the host and asked him to stop the tournament. However, according to him, the Teddy on the TV is an imposter called the General. She tells me this. I glance over and realize that Teddy isn't wearing the funny cape or hat. Considering that it's only a hat and a cape, it wouldn't take much time to change out of the costume, but this isn't good. Now I'm the one who doesn't know what I'm supposed to believe. When she sees my confusion, Miss President wakes up the unconscious Teddy and says, "It'd be quicker if you just ask him yourself."
Hey, wake up. Get a grip on yourself. Ain't you supposed to be my knight?
Whoa! A cutie pie's trying to score with me? Okie dokie! I'm puckered up and ready for your wake-up kiss!
Teddy, did you
Teddy,
need me to punish you again?
Yikes! I was just joking. I'll be good.
I'll be a good bear, please.
All right, then tell me what's going on. She said that the Teddy hosting the tournament wasn't the real one. But in that case, what have you been doing all this time?
Yuki-chan, you believe me?
Of course. We're friends, aren't we? Though that does depend on what you tell me.
You don't give an inch!
Of course she'd be serious about it. I really do want to believe him, but considering how many things seem odd inside the TV world, I can't be making any assumptions. Hearing my demand, Teddy pulls himself together and tells me everything that's happened up to now. He explained that he had noticed something abnormal in this world and came to investigate way before we figured out anything was going on. And the fake Teddy was already here when he arrived. How he met Miss President and was falsely accused of being the culprit. Now he's been fighting all the time to protect her since she can't use her persona. It doesn't seem like he's lying. I believe Teddy. Thinking back to what Chie said, no matter how much he might enjoy pranks, there's no way he could have done something this complicated. And he would never enjoy making all of us friends fight. Same goes for Rise-chan too. And if General Teddy's a fake, then that Rise-chan who's doing those broadcasts may be a fake too. I feel bad for ever doubting my investigation team friends.
Okay, I understand now. I'm sorry I doubted you, Teddy.
See? Did you hear that, Miss President? Yuki-chan believes me.
So she does. Alright, what the hell? I'll believe you too. Truth to tell, you're so immature that I can't see you putting this together.
Whoa! Such high praise! I can tell you really trust me, Miss President.
It wasn't a compliment, numbskull.
Good for you, Teddy. You've been protecting Miss President all this time, right? Well, I think you did a great job.
Oh my! Praise from Yuki-chan too? I'm on a roll! This is great! So great! Keep it coming, please!
Do you want him to kill you? Do you want him to kill you again? She always gets so carried away. And I have to say, I'm definitely happy to see this Teddy than the one in the weird costume.
But then who's in the announcement room? He looks exactly like you. Some relative of yours?
Huh? There's nobody as adorable as me in this world.
The announcement room? Oh right, it's supposed to be Yasugami High. He's using the PA system and TVs, and he may be in the announcement room. Miss President's question's important too. What in the world is that fake Teddy, General Teddy? The first thing that crossed my mind about it would be Teddy's shadow. Teddy was able to use his persona a moment ago, so that can't be it. So that means somebody's disguised as Teddy. Who in the world would do such a thing? Or such, I was thinking in circles until now, but maybe I found the answer.
Hey, this is just a thought, but if someone has made themselves look exactly like you, Teddy, couldn't it actually be Miss President's shadow?
Huh?
My shadow? What's that?
I'm not sure how to explain it, but...
I hadn't told her anything yet. I didn't want to frighten her. I think she can probably trust me now. I need to explain the situation in full. Teddy and I both give Miss President our understanding of what's been going on. We tell her that she's been dropped inside TV and is currently in another world. How the shadow, side of Untard, that they don't want to admit can come out and out of someone and materialize in this world. And finally, how there are cases when the real person is attacked by their shadow. I say it all as simply and plainly as I could put it, but Miss President does the confused head tilt thing again.
Yukiko-san, are you doing all right? Like, in general? You can open up to me if you want.
Oh, no,
I guess even though she trusts me, bringing up such an unbelievable story makes it sound like I'm delusional. After all, when I was drawn to this world for the first time, I didn't understand and believe what was going on either. But I can't give up. And I explained things once more to try and get her to believe me. Miss President reluctantly nods.
Come on. A world inside a TV. Shadows. Sounds like a big old fairy tale to me.
Anyway, you've gotten dragged into a pretty bad mess, so I want to help you get out of it.
That reminds me, I didn't even get her name. Know her name. How thoughtless of me.
I'm sorry. May I ask your name? I only know that you're the student council president.
Say, you never told me either. Please tell us your name, Miss President.
Huh? My name?
The President stammers and looks away. Wonder what's wrong. I didn't ask her anything odd, did I?
Are you all right? I'm sure you must be confused with all that's been happening.
That's not it. What gives? I can't remember anything. Why? I'm supposed to be student council president, too.
Miss President, please, calm down. It's okay. You know what they say. Less talk, more action.
Didn't I try to calm Miss President down? It seems she doesn't remember anything other than being student council president. Apparently she was so caught up with the situation she didn't even realize that she had forgotten about everything else.
I don't get it. Could something this bizarre really happen?
Don't worry. I bet you just can't remember now because of the shock of being dropped inside a TV. The same thing happened to me last year.
Couldn't believe that was real. I couldn't believe that it was reality either. I think that her jumbled up memories are only natural considering how abnormal the situation
A
is.
TV, huh? It's just so hard to swallow.
You wouldn't swallow a TV.
I'm sure you'll remember everything once we get back to the real world. Let's go look for that fake Teddy for now, okay?
When I smile at her, Miss President seems a bit more relieved and her expression softens. We have to get her out of this world. And to do that, I need to stay strong too.
A blossoming friendship between two cuties. This is great. I'm so touched.
Nobody's gonna touch you, Teddy.
In honor of the occasion, I request that Miss President try to score with me.
Score? Teddy, if you continue mentioning that, I'm going to get angry again.
Oh no! Is the scoring princess becoming truly enraged?
That joke's a year old now. How many times are you gonna keep making it?
She's gonna become the scorching princess.
We're going on ahead.
Whoa, hey! Yukiko-san!
take Miss President's hand and begin walking away, or begin walking briskly. She still brings up that stupid joke, even though it happened a long time ago. That was what my shadow said, not me. Oh wait, my shadow is how I truly feel. Oh boy. In any case, that's not what I really like. I would never try and become a scoring princess.
Yikes! Wait for me! Yuki-chan! Miss President! I don't want to be left alone!
Oh, he's part of the tournament now. I forgot! Tournament rule dictates that only the winner can move on. So much has happened that I forgot that I just beat Teddy in a fight. He'll be fine. Plus, knowing Teddy, he won't stop hitting on us and bringing up the scoring princess stuff. I don't want Miss President getting the wrong impression of me, so I ignore him and head for the announcement room. Yeah, let's leave Ted there. We searched everywhere for the announcement room where the fake Teddy should be, but we still can't find it. I'm starting to get tired. I suggest that Miss President that we should take a break and try opening one of the nearby classroom doors. The monitor near the ceiling is not. There's no one here either. Thank goodness. We should be able to rest for a bit here. Sit the box lunch on the desk and sit down with Miss President. Now that I've finally taken a seat, I suddenly realize just how exhausted I am. But think of it. Ever since I got into TV World this time, it's been non-stop running, walking around, and fighting.
Still carrying that, huh?
Carrying that? What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you mean the lunchbox? Yeah. If you weren't gonna need it right away, you could have just left it with him back there.
Leaving a lunch with Teddy instead of carrying it around. Now that I think about it, I feel like I should have probably done that. But still, I'm hesitant to just leave it behind. Miss President's right in that we won't be needing it right away. Even besides that, the food inside is no condition to give to anyone. But it's still filled with so many feelings. I don't think I'll be able to explain all that to Miss President, so I try and change the subject to deflect attention away.
Say, Teddy seems to have taken a real liking to you, Miss President. I think I understand why. You're really pretty after all.
I guess my attempt to change the subject was a little too obvious. Yeah, but I couldn't think of any other topic of conversation besides Teddy. Most of us could definitely relate to. But I couldn't think of anything other topic of conversation besides Teddy that both of us could definitely relate to. God, I study so much. If Chia wear my shoes, I bet she'd be able to expand the conversation in a much more natural way. Thinking to my own negative thoughts, Miss President cocks her head and speaks up.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Oh my god.
Am I good looking?
Wasn't expecting a response like that. Must have the exact expression on my face that Miss President did a moment ago. Seems embarrassed I'm giving her that look. Guess I should answer for her though.
Yes, I think so. I bet you'd look great if you dressed up.
Wow, way to go there, me. Even I think that sounded weird. I do honestly think that Miss President is cute and good looking. Maybe she's never thought about such things. She doesn't seem to be wearing makeup, and I don't see any accessories either. Just her uniform and nothing else, like a living example of the school regulations.
Really? I'm not much of an expert since I usually just wear what I need for work. But most people at school give their own little alterations to their uniforms and things like that.
Is that allowed? Don't the teachers get sore?
I'm not sure. I guess they might complain if things got too out of hand. But I wear a cardigan over my uniform all the time, and I've never received a complaint. Let's see. I wonder what kind of look would work for you.
I have a compact mirror with me, so I peer into it, Miss President. And again, it's small, so there isn't much I can really see. When I try putting a cardigan up to Miss President's chest and change her hairstyle a bit with my headband, her eyes brighten up. That was kind of cute. When Miss President shyly fixes her messed up hair and returns my cardigan and headband, she warmly speaks up.
I never knew I could look like that.
Really wish I could have seen it.
See? Isn't it fun to give your uniform your own personal touch?
Seeing Miss President so happy makes me happy too. Seems like she really didn't have any interest in her looks until now. That's a bit of a waste.
I never gave much thought to fashion, though. I think Chie would be better at telling which colors compliment you best.
Chie? Who's she?
She's a great friend of mine. Chie is a natural at choosing colors and things that look great on people.
Red looks good on you, Yukiko. Chie was the one who said that to me. She's always looking after me. Sometimes I feel like she knows me even better than I know myself. When we go shopping together, she always picks out clothes that she's positive would look good on me. So I bet she'd be able to find something for Miss President in a flash.
A friend of yours? I want to meet her too.
Sure. Once this is over, we can all go shopping together. I'm sure there are lots of outfits that would look good on you.
Yeah. Let's do that. I'll hold you to it.
I feel a little closer to Miss President now. I don't have that many friends, but it still makes me happy when I make a new one. I'm sure Chie would be surprised too. She's always exaggerating, so I bet she'd say something like, I can't believe Yukiko asked to hang out with someone besides me. I put on the cardigan that Miss President returned to me, just as I'm about to suggest that we get going. A mysterious yet familiar voice echoes within my head.
Senpai! Can anyone hear me?
The real Risa.
That voice. Risa-chan? She's making contact through her persona, so it must be.
Different from the voice that was being broadcast over the PA system. This feeling is definitely Risa-chan's persona. Persona is a bit different from ours. It's special abilities that allow her to detect faraway presence and send her voice to people over long distances. I tell Miss President what's happening, and she seems amazed that my friend has contacted me. Then quickly turn my concentration back to the conversation with Risa-chan.
Yukiko-senpai! Thank goodness! Sorry, I was so relieved that I started tearing up. Are you alright, Yukiko-senpai?
Mm-hmm. I'm fine. What about you? Are you okay? You were doing these weird broadcasts until a moment ago, but you're back to normal now, right?
That wasn't me! A fake Teddy was saying those things in my voice. Ever since I got kidnapped, he was watching me. I didn't get any chances to use my persona. Yukiko-senpai, where are you right? Wait a sec. Are you with someone right now?
I see. Risa-chan doesn't know about Miss President. Clearly tell her about her encounter and what has happened.
Something's not right about her. I can't put my finger on it, but she's not normal.
Not normal? When I started thinking about what she could possibly mean by that, Risa-chan continues on.
So based on how things went last year, you think that girl's the victim and the fake Teddy's her shadow?
I don't know yet, but it's possible. Risa-chan, you say you were with the fake one all this time. Are you okay?
Oh, sure, don't worry about me. The fake's gone off somewhere. That's why I was trying to contact someone.
Thank goodness Risa-chan's safe then. It must have been so scary being held captive by the fake Teddy. He was using both Teddy's form and Risa-chan's voice. What reason would he have to do that? But that reminds me. I should tell Risa-chan that her manager was worried about her.
This might not be worth mentioning now, but your manager called me in.
Huh? Inoue-san contacted you? Yikes. Sorry about that.
Oh no, don't be. I just thought you should know.
Oh man, how am I gonna explain this? I seriously have no excuse. I'll just have to lie and say I ran away from home for a few days. I'm gonna get in such trouble for this. Ugh. But one thing at a time. We have to deal with this situation first.
Don't worry, the others are here too. We'll rescue you in no time.
Yeah, I'm sensing them now. Cool. I'll be waiting, so hurry and come get me. Oh, but be careful.
Risa-chan answers energetically, but I know there's no way she's all right after being captured by the mastermind behind this case. I bet she's scared and worried. I have to hurry and rescue her. Risa-chan ends the communication after telling me she's going to try to contact everyone else. I told her when Yosuke-kun, Chie, and Teddy... I told her where Yosuke-kun, Chie, and Teddy were, so hopefully she'll be able to contact them. But my objective is now clear. I have to go to the announcement room, rescue Risa-chan, and then do something about that fake Teddy. Now that the goal is in sight, I can more thoroughly focus on reaching it.
Well, that didn't look weird or nothing. Were you talking to your friend inside your head?
Oh, yes. Sorry. I bet it's hard to believe, but...
Nah, I could tell from watching you. You didn't look like you were faking it. You must really get along with them. Huh? I could see on your face that you didn't doubt him at all. And I'm sure they trust you right back, huh?
After thinking for a moment, I couldn't help but smile.
They sure do. We've been through a lot together, you see.
I feel like Miss President's acting a little off. Thought she might feel out of the loop after I had the whole conversation without her, but it seems like something else is on her mind. It's like she feels awkward. No, apologetic? It's as if she's bearing something she can't say to anyone else. Am I overthinking things?
Don't worry. We're behind you, too. I'm sure you'll get through this just fine.
I reassure her and try to cheer her up, but Miss President only nods ambiguously and doesn't smile back. I want to help her, but what should I do? We walk around the school some more and finally find the announcement room. The culprit of this case must be waiting behind this door. Realization makes me tense up. My emotion towards Miss President, when she nods back, I fling the door open. Here we are.
Yukiko-senpai, you came!
Huh? Only Rise-chan's in here. I thought the fake Teddy would be like, "Wahahaha! You finally made it this far! Now let me tell you my master plan!" Or something like that. Just I have that thought, it turns up on every monitor in the announcement room.
Welcome, Yuki-chan. Looking for me? You must know already, but this is the stage for the final battle. You brought your own strange audience with you, but I'll overlook that for now.
Oh yeah, glaring
You seem
at
to
Lapras.
love attention so much that I'm sure you'll do better with an audience.
Fake Teddy glances to Miss President for a moment. Seems uninterested, says nothing more about her. He's the girl's shadow. I thought he would definitely start taunting her.
There's no point in pretending to be Teddy anymore. I'm not fooled. Who are you? Why are you doing this? How much longer will this awful game continue?
Oh my! How rude of you to call it awful when you're the ones who wished for it!
We wished for this? What do you mean?
As I've said from the start, real men let their fists do the talking!
But she's not a man.
Bring out the next challenger!
Just like before, smoke pours out. Okay, so we're actually having a proper battle in here. Second to silhouette is, I see through the white smoke, but I have a pretty good idea. Big Take said a moment ago, this is the final battle. Since I fought Yosuke, Kun, Chie, and Teddy, it's only one person left.
I had a feeling it would be you.
That makes things easier then. Let's get started, Yukiko.
That's right, it's
If it's at all possible, I don't want to fight. Can we not do this?
What a question. You've been fighting against your friends this whole time, haven't you?
That's true, but...
I don't want to fight, huh? You always just wait for things to happen. You won't... You can't do anything until someone makes the choice for you. You haven't changed at all. Just like last year. You're still waiting for someone to come and rescue you.
I haven't changed at all?
Simple statement, it's like a knife through my chest. That thing my shadow said to me when I first entered this world began echoing through my mind. As if to reopen the wound, Yukun's cutting remarks remind me of the pain I thought I left behind. The me who wants to go somewhere but was too weak-willed to do anything on her own, and thus yearned after a prince to take me away. The me that didn't have enough courage to even consider breaking the cage surrounding me, only becoming more and more fretful. I thought I'd faced down those fears. I thought I had changed. I did my best to improve my cooking, a skill that I was bad at as part of the process. That's why I made this box lunch. Nope. But after hearing Yukun saying those things, feelings I've been slowly building up have been instantly cut down. My confidence has been shaken. Have I actually not changed at all?
That's not true. I'm trying to the best of my abilities.
Enough with the weasel words. I'm sick of your excuses.
He has no intention of listening to a thing I say. Yukun draws his sword as if to tell me as much. Because the fake Teddy's rules are still in effect, if I want to save anyone, then I must fight. I have to steel myself. If I don't fight and win, I won't be able to protect Miss President and the others.
Listen, both of you, something ain't right. Yukiko-san, are you really gonna fight him?
I'm sorry. I know you want to stop this. But this is my only choice right now. Please, stand back, Miss President.
Upon hearing my words, Rise-chan leads Miss President to a safe distance away from the upcoming fight. It'll be alright, I've been able to pull through so far. Just need to concentrate on the battle before me. Otherwise, I won't be able to win against Yukun. Let's do it. And hopefully not having too much trouble.
Finally! Fight!
Over here! Take that! You're unstoppable! Take that!
Over here!
I'll
show you.
Over here!
go.
Race through it. Cherry Blossom Storm!
Cherry Blossom Storm.
And that's the end of that.
Let's do it. I really just beat up Yukun. He finally came to visit us after all this time, and we ended up fighting. How did this happen? Same with Yosuke-kun, Chie, and Teddy too. Reminds me, everyone said the same thing to me before I fought with them. But you really haven't changed at all.
You're pretty strong, Yukiko.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you hurt anywhere? I ended up fighting you anyway.
I tried to excuse myself to Yukun, who has just gotten back to his feet. He looks puzzled.
I knew something wasn't right. You've done a complete 180 from how you were a moment ago.
I was just thinking the same thing about you.
If you doofs don't mind me butting in, something wasn't right with either of you. It was like neither of you could hear what you was saying. The way you answered each other didn't make no sense.
I didn't hear what the other was saying. It was like this after each of my fights. Once they were over, it was clear that our conversations beforehand weren't matching up at all. I didn't have time to check, and to be honest, was afraid of what I'd find. But what if the things we heard from each other weren't actually what we said at all?
I see. Was that the fake Teddy at work too?
You think he's doing it on purpose to make friends fight each other?
That's crazy. Why? How could anyone do something so horrible as making someone fight their friends?
Mr. President discussed about the situation. It almost seems as if she was the one who was forced to fight against all her friends. She must be a very kind person. I feel as if she's getting angry for my sake. Tell her not to let the situation bother her and calm her down. Then I introduced her formally to Rise-chan and Yukun. And how I met her in this world and how she can't remember anything. And she may be the victim at the heart of this case. From my theory, Yukun nods and falls deep in thought.
I see. That's strange though. The Shadow's main objective is to take the place of the real person. If he really is her Shadow, that fake Teddy hasn't seemed interested in her at all.
Yeah, you're right. He completely ignored Miss President a moment ago, too.
You still haven't figured it out? I made sure to spell it out for you from the start, too.
Oh no, Shadow Yukiko. Voice suddenly echoes throughout the room. Unless I've heard it somewhere before. It's a voice I really don't want to remember.
Who's there? Where are you?
You haven't found what you cherish, have you? What you truly desire.
The voice's owner slowly reveals itself. Figure was the one thing I didn't want to see. Faced her once in the past, so now that I have to face her again, I'm scared.
Yukiko-senpai's shadow? This can't be.
That's right, the one that appeared before everyone was myself. My own face mocking me.
Now that everything's peaceful, no one will help me. I'm suffering now, yet no one notices. I'm beside myself because I can't tell if I'm making any real progress. Isn't that right, me?
Can't believe this. Why? I mean, I've already defeated my own shadow and obtained a persona. There's no way she could show herself again.
But then I noticed something. If I stir up more trouble, everyone will worry. I'm sure. No, I know for a fact that my real prince will come save me this time.
Xiao's smile widens as she stares at me. Can't face that gaze. My eyes wander across the ground. Before long, something comes to my field of view. My boxed lunch! My Xiao realizes what I was glancing at and intensifies the verbal assaults.
I mean, take that boxed lunch. I said that I made it for everyone, but I'm not at all confident about it. I could have given it to them, but I didn't. I was so scared inside that I couldn't.
I had no problem doing it.
I can't throw it away either. That boxed lunch is just like me. I did my best, but I don't know whether or not it came out good. Just like poor, pitiful me.
That's not true! Come, Konohana Sakuya!
Huh?
I can't summon my persona. Nothing happens. It's as if I've never had the power to begin with. No, why? How can this be?
This isn't happening!
I look so pitiful. Did you think that just because you gained your persona that your shadow would never appear again? Did you think you'd never meet me again after you accepted yourself? Sorry, but no one ever really lets go of their weaknesses. I'll always be with you.
Has my persona really turned back into a shadow? Is all the progress I thought I made only in my mind? Have really not changed at all? The words cast at me earlier cut at me. The words cast at me earlier cut fresh wounds into my heart.
You tried to act all high and mighty by saying you were determined,
illusions.
but you were just trying not to rock the boat. It's too much trouble thinking on your own, so you closed your eyes to everything. Isn't that right, Miss Goody Two-Shoes?
Have you ever thought about the problem you cause for others? You may not realize, but you completely rely on us. That box lunch you brought today is a perfect example. Nobody ever said they wanted you to make them one.
You always just wait for things to happen. You can't do anything until someone makes the choice for you. You haven't changed at all. Just like last year, you're still waiting for someone to come and rescue you.
To me that gave up on thinking for myself. To me that selfishly ignores the feelings of others. To me that can't do anything on my own. To me that pretended to have grown, but in reality hasn't changed at all. My weakness has caused this case. It dragged everyone into it. My shadow continues the verbal barrage as I stand trembling.
I've always been by your side. You were just tuning me out for a while. Isn't that true? Poor, pitiful me.
Please stop! I catch myself covering my face with my hands. Don't want to see or hear her or hear anymore. I'm scared you couldn't. Here, you couldn't the other getting a full view of my pitiful self. I'm scared. I'm so scared. Can't even stand.
Please stop!
Have I not changed at all since back then? I actually know that deep down, but was just trying to ignore it? Please, no more. I just want to let go. I want to let go of everything.
Yukiko-san!
Yukiko! Don't let it fool you!
He's right, Yukiko-senpai. Look up at us.
What am I doing? Why was I so frightened? You-kun, Rise-chan, Miss President, can hear all their reassuring voices too. I'm not alone. No matter how pitiful I am or how painful things are, I have great friends who aren't embarrassed of me. They accept me for who I am and will fight alongside me. Reassuring voices pull me out of the darkness. I slowly open my eyes. Before me, I see Yukun from behind. He stepped in between me and my shadow, trying to protect me. Rise-chan is holding my body up.
Don't give in. You overcame your weakness back then, didn't you? We all know you did. We were there.
Yeah, you're not running away from anything. Not last time, and not this time either. You came to rescue me, just like you said. This is the second time you've done that. You're not weak at all.
You're both right. I can face myself. I can do this.
Yukun, please, let me do this.
Yukun and I exchange glances. When he sees me nod with determination, his expression softens and he stands aside. He believes in me. His trust makes me so happy right now. Thank you, Yukun.
Look after Miss President and Rise-chan.
Of course.
I get back to my feet and stand firmly. Fix my gaze upon the smirking shadow in front of me. If it was my weakness that caused this case, then I'll bring an end to this case myself.
People never let go of their weaknesses. You're probably right about that. That's why I must continue fighting against mine. And I can do it because I know I'm not alone.
Yes, now I can take a step towards that goal.
Yukiko-san, can you really beat her?
His presence voice. Yeah, I'm surprised too. Not for everyone. I'd never have realized I possess such inner strength. I take a deep breath. I won't look away again.
If you say you're my weakness, then no matter how many times you come back, I will continue to stand up against you. Now, come.
Konohana Sakuya! Time I feel the strength flowing through me, and my persona Konohana Sakuya appears. Shadow contorts her face in pure hatred from seeing me standing up against her.
Why? Why aren't you despairing? I was so close to.
I really wonder now if all these shadows are canonically General Teddy. They say themselves that their shadows shouldn't have been appearing again.
Finally!
Stay away! Stay away! I'll get rid of you!
final strike, the shadow stops moving. I won. I've defeated her. Again.
You did it, Yukiko.
Thanks.
I truly feel horrible that my weakness was what caused this case. I'm sure that everyone will still accept me, though. And this time, I know for sure that I'm not just pretending that I overcame my weakness. I'll be alright now. Even if I go astray again, I'll be able to stand against it.
Huh? Senpai, be careful! Something's not right with the shadow!
We all turned towards Rise-chan, and simultaneously, all the lights in the announcement room turned off. What happened?
They repeatedly suffered the pain of fighting their friends, but they still didn't lose heart.
Voice echoes in the darkness. Ominous voice that makes me feel like insects are crawling all over my skin. But still, the voice is somehow familiar.
No one can understand you after all. What a shame.
The lights came back on, and the one standing before me was the fake Teddy. But why? Just a moment ago, I was positive my shadow was there.
What are you talking about?
Fake Teddy looks straight at Miss President and is addressing her. The air about him and even his voice are completely different now.
Who are you? I thought you were my shadow.
No, that's not true, Senpai. I couldn't tell until now, but the one this thing's based on is Miss President.
So, who's gonna burst through the wall and tell us that that is... Labrys? What are you talking about, Rise-chan? That's impossible. I mean, just a moment ago I was...
I thought something was odd. Yukiko used her persona in the fight. Personas and shadows are one and the same. It's impossible for both to exist at once.
Goodness, right. How could I have forgotten that? The power of personas can only be obtained by accepting one's shadow. I mean, the shadow used the persona as well. The reason I'm able to use my persona is because I already faced my shadow. I was fighting that thing with my persona. It couldn't possibly be my shadow.
Plus, we've never seen a shadow take on someone else's appearance. Maybe that's why your conversations with each other got all jumbled up.
Either way, this isn't like last year.
Hey! Would you stop treating me like I'm some kind of freak? This wasn't my power originally. It's hers.
Her power? What's that supposed to mean? Miss President cradles her head and denies the shadow's words.
No! I'm not like that! Why so desperate all of a sudden? It's about time you remembered. Stop deluding yourself!
There we go again. Again with the ink bubble. Android transformation. Definitely gonna be Mitsuru who's probably gonna come and let us know that that's Labrys. Considering we already had Aigis and Akihiko. And Mitsuru is the only other Persona 3 character that's in the original Persona 4 arena. Other than Elizabeth, but she's not the main character.
The true self. That's my face.
No! Fake Teddy turned into a form that looks exactly like Miss President. So Miss President's shadow? Shadow that can change form is completely unheard of. I still can't believe it, despite all the evidence pointing to it.
I think that's its real appearance. Look at it next to Miss President over there.
I try to compare them, as Rise-chan says. The President's trembling uncontrollably and trying to hide, but from what I can tell, the Shadow's face is pretty much identical. The Shadow's body is covered with all kinds of metallic parts, and she looks like some kind of robot. Miss President acts like Aiwa. She shut her eyes tight and is shaking her head.
I'm not deceiving myself. I don't know you. Huh. You're still trying to look away? Then how else do you explain me? The power to scramble other people's senses? Those people there must be aware of it. Ask yourself, why do I have such powers? Because you, the real one, have them too.
Power to scramble other people's senses. I get it now. That's why everyone wasn't making any sense when we fought.
I see. If I'd lost my mind during those matches, I should have realized it. But I never did. Neither did the others. So we didn't really lose our minds. We just seemed that way to the other person. Which means no matter what the other person really said or did, we'd perceive it as being something completely different.
So that was the reason why everyone's attitude and conversations didn't match up after the fight was over. We're both hearing things that neither of us said. But why does the Shadow keep saying the power is Miss President? What could that possibly mean?
Is that Miss President's persona ability? Or is it something else?
She can't have a persona if that's her shadow.
But it's wrong. I was born with this ability. More like a weapon, designed for infiltration.
Infiltration? Weapon? That doesn't make any sense at all. What are you talking about?
No! No! I don't want to remember! You don't? Hey, fine with me. Then you can die as you are.
Sal brandishes the giant axe in her hand and comes charging at Miss President. Miss President's still trembling. It doesn't seem like she can move. No! His body suddenly acts faster than I can think, reflexively siding between the Shadow and Miss President.
Look out!
Yukiko!
The moment I embrace Miss President to shield her from the Shadow's axe, I hear the ping of metal striking metal.
Senpai! Senpai, hang in there!
You couldn't stop the axe with his sword to protect me and Miss President, but the power of the Shadow's attack knocks him away. I'm scared, but I can't back down now. Yukon gave his all to protect us, so now it's my turn. Chow glares at me in disgust as it sees me refusing to move from Miss President.
Why are you protecting her? You've had your turn already. Get out of my way. The only one I have business with is me over there.
Shadow brandishes the giant axe at us once again with pure rage. Shadow's strong, but I can't run away. The moment I was about to start my persona, the presence behind me moved.
Eliminating Shadow.
No way.
Huh? Absolutely no idea what happened. I hear sounds of machinery whirring. It's not from the Shadow. It's coming from Miss President.
Target confirmed to be a Shadow. 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon Labris. Initiating elimination process.
What in the world is Miss President? Till next time.